G'day everybody, Brian from Prime Cuts Lawn Care here in Yass, New South Wales, Australia. Just a little update on some things I've got for my workshop. What you can see here in front of me is a retractable air hose. I've got the little blower gun on it at the moment. I was cleaning out the air filter and just getting the dust out of and debris out of the deck and an engine. I like to keep them as clean as possible. And then we've got the gauge, which I use obviously for all sorts of tyres, both on my mowers and trailer and on my vehicles. But I got this the other day. There was a deal going with Supercheap Auto. These are normally $200, so I got it for $140, and I actually got one for my neighbour as well. Fits on. It's the same make, Black Ridge, which is Supercheap Auto brand, which goes on to my little 2 horsepower direct drive air compressor. So it's got a good lead into the compressor. That'd be 6 feet, 2 meters or thereabouts, so that's good. And then the hose itself is 20 meters long, which I think is about 60 feet, so that goes right down the driveway for me. So if I've got the patrol, which you can see, and the trailer, and then the BT50 beyond it, it can get to the front wheels of the BT50 when it's parked in, which is good. So really good deal, very happy with that. Been wanting to get one for a while. Just got to put it up on the wall, but I've got to move this junk out of the way first, and that table is from an old cotton testing machine, and it's really heavy to move. So it's no big deal at the moment, just using it as it is, but I'll get that sorted pretty soon. The other things that I bought were, I bought a couple of ramps. I'll just step back, hopefully I don't trip over. But they're quite long. They're 1.8 meters long, and these are going to be very handy for one of my customers where I have to do a top area, but I have to go over a drain which gets very, very wet, and I just wouldn't get the zero turn through it. So these were $200 the other day at Supercheap, 200 Australian, and each ramp, hopefully you can see that, each ramp has a capacity of 240 kilos. So that gives me a combined of 480 kilos. And as you can see, the little Bobcat, it's 310 kilos. Let's say I'm 80 kilos, so that's 390. So there's plenty of wiggle room there. And I didn't get aluminium ones, I got steel ones, and they've got a little lip on them that I've put on, which will be handy if I need it for other, let's call it, applications. But they're really good. Haven't used them yet, but they will get a workout when I get down to the vet clinic. I was going to go there today, but there's weather coming. I don't know if you can see the cloud. It's sort of looking to the southwest, and it was nice and sunny this morning, but we're going to get rain, and it's cold. Just a couple of other things which I thought people might be interested in are the service kits that I get for the mowers. So what I get, or have been getting, and you can see here, the Kawasaki tune-up kit, and there's your motors on them. Mine's the FR651s, and I found them really good for doing my services. So you get, just kneel down, you get 2 lots of oil. I think they're about, I'll just grab the bottle. It says 1 US quart 946 mils. I don't know if that's coming out very well, so sorry about that. And that's Kawasaki engine oil. It's got zinc in it, which is good for your engines. But what you also get with that, you get your, and I don't know if that'll come out any, but you get your oil filter. So that's the serial number for the oil filter. And I like these oil filters because they're a bit rough and sandy, so they're good to grip on. You get your air filter with the foam sort of pre-filter, which I really like. You get an oil filter, and here you get 2 spark plugs. As I said in the previous videos, I only do the oil filter and spark plugs every 250 hours, but I religiously do the oil filter and an air filter every 50 hours. So they cost about 140. That costs about 140 bucks, and you know that can add up. So I've been checking online, and I decided to test out some Stens Stens stuff, and pretty much the same. This oil filter, as you can see, is shiny, which is when you've got oil on your hands, can be a bit of a pain. You still get your spark plugs. Oil filter is quite small compared to the other one, but with the Kawasaki kits, I've got plenty of fuel filters and spark plugs. You get your air filter, and actually I like the pre-filters on these because the Kawasaki's can be a bit stingy around the edges here. So we'll just see how that goes. And you get your, actually these are 1 litre of oil, so you get a little bit more oil. But the difference is, as I said, the Kawasaki's a 140 a kit, and I know that the Sten stuff was on special, but that was $90. So you know you only have to buy 3 or 4 of the Sten stuff, and essentially you get one for free on top of the Kawasaki. So what I'm doing, I was just going to do, when I do a service, Stens on one, Kawasaki on the other, just rotate them and see how they go. So pretty much that's where we're up to. It's winter here at the moment. The little Bobcat's got about 13 hours on it now. I still have been working, but slowed down appreciably. Yeah, so I'll try and do a few more videos of other things. I've still got to finish the driveway across the road. You can see where the ute is with the horse trailer. That driveway bit, I haven't got to it yet. It's been a tad wet and pretty miserable, and as you saw in a previous video, I've been away. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon.